Hey, welcome to Black Gumbo Southern Gardening. I'm going to continue to plant some interesting things in my garden. Come along with me. Well, our main garden is now sown and the weather is kicking up. We've got a hurricane blowing nearby, and so it's been a challenging couple of days, but we've got some area in our garden where we can still plug in some seeds. I've got a couple of little beds, and I want to take the opportunity then to demonstrate some techniques of sowing seeds, primarily surface sowing and how to sow seeds shallow. Real easy broadcast method. So one of the things I like to always promote is enjoying your garden and having fun. We're going to make mistakes. We always make mistakes. I have a whole video on gardening disappointment. And through the years, if you followed my channel, you've seen some of the mistakes I've made, and I've been hopefully transparent up front about it. And in this winter garden here that we've planted, I've done some things that some folks say, oh, you shouldn't do that, like just raked in beet seeds into the surface of my soil, or broadcast seeds instead of planting them in nice rows. And well, that's part of what gardening is all about, is trying new things and experimenting. Sowing seeds by throwing them and sprinkling them. Man, people have been doing that for thousands of years. Doesn't bother me to give it a try if it's worked for our ancestors. But yeah, we want to experiment in gardening and have fun. And so that's what I'm doing this winter, is I'm just having a nice, pleasant, low stress, low impact garden. I'm not rotating, I'm not companion planting, not yet at least. I might decide to do that when the boredom hits and I need something to do in the garden. But basically, I'm just having fun, and I hope you're having fun with gardening too. So this is one of two beds, little 6 by 2, something like that. Very small raised beds that I made last spring, just to give me some more growing area. They've got deep soil in them. The soil's been conditioned by a year of compost and organic material breaking down, so I'm going to plant some things in it. So I'm first going to plant this Yod Fa, this Chinese kale, and it says you got to plant it about 1/4 of an inch deep. So what I'm going to do is just kind of spread it into an area. The seeds are pretty big. I'm just going to use about half of them. And I'm just going to sprinkle them around here. I am under a pepper plant here, but this pepper plant will be gone in due time. But I'm just going to sprinkle these seeds in this area. Maybe a little bit more. I'm really the only one who likes this kind of Asian green in my household, so this will just be enough for me. Just enough to bring me some joy. Kind of move the soil around to work those seeds into the surface, and when we water it, all this will settle down and settle in around it. And I'm going to do the same with my other Chinese green, this Canton Bach. But before I get what's here, I need to put my label in place. There we go. Same thing, we plant these about 6 to 12 inches apart if you're doing rows. We're not doing any of that. We'll harvest these when they're young and small. So I'm just going to take some of the seed and I'm going to sprinkle it around. Easy, easy, easy. Until you have mosquitoes trying to tear at your flesh. I tell you folks, that's about how easy it is to plant some of these little brassica seeds and green seeds. We're just gonna put them in our soil, not even in rows, and we're just gonna see how it goes, because experimenting in your garden with these simple techniques can be fun. And you know what? If something doesn't come up here and we don't get these seeds to sprout in a timely manner, or they sprout unevenly, or they don't sprout at all, you know what? I can plant other stuff in here, because this is just kind of an afterthought, something I can enjoy and see if it works. If you're not experimenting in your garden and having fun in your garden with some experimental techniques or some things that you might like to try, I really encourage you to give it a shot. This can be some of the most rewarding gardening and the surprising gardening, and you can discover new things this way. Just put you a little raised bed off to the side of your main bed, or find a place to tuck in some soil, or just slit open a bag of pottings mix and sow some seeds in it and see what you get. Yeah, that's fun, huh? Down here I'm going to put some dill. And dill, it says should be 1/8 to 1 inch, 1/8 to 1/4 inch deep when you sow it, which basically means surface sow and water it in. And what'll happen is those seeds will find their way down into the soil as the soil settles down when you water it. So I'm going to sprinkle these again on the surface. And we'll have to thin the dill. But I'm going to put them all in there, and I'm just, once again, just going to slightly move the soil around. And then when we water it, the watering will settle everything down. And this should be perfectly sown. We've received a consistent rain over the past couple of days with the storm that's blown through. And so all my seedlings and starts that are in the main beds, they've been well watered and everything's going well with them. But this bed here, as I drew my soil off the top surface, it was relatively dry underneath actually. And that's because a lot of it is seed starting mix, a lot of it is expired potting soil, and most of what makes up those two kinds of things you can buy at the store is peat moss. And peat moss is it's hydrophobic. I don't know what it means though. The fancy word that I can't remember is that peat moss repels water, and if you've ever tried to wet peat moss, you know that it's difficult to get that stuff to finally take up and hold moisture. Once it does it pretty well, but this has been repelling water for the last 2 days, so I really need to water them in well. And so these seeds have been watered in well, and over the next several days I'll have to keep on top of it because it's going to be sunny here and windy, and both of those factors will contribute to drying out my soil and the seedlings in there really quickly. So when you sow your seeds, make sure you water them in really well, especially if you do surface sown or very lightly sown seeds that are just barely under the surface. Water them in really well, and that'll help them get a good start. Okay, I've got my cilantro seeds, and I have a pot full of potting soil, half of which is last year's potting soil from some tomato plants. And I've just topped it off. I removed the mulch and topped it off with fresh soil. All I'm going to do is dump these in and mix it around, and that should be good. Now again, with a seed like this, you just want to mix it around until it gets covered about 1/4 to 1/8 of an inch. And you can see some of them are on the top. You can still see them. That's okay. Just kind of punch them down in there. So when we water this in real well, you can see a lot of the seeds float to the top. That's all right. I'm going to cover them with a dusting of soil. This soil happens to be compost. And there we go. Check this out. We sowed radish seeds in here just yesterday, literally yesterday. And they're coming up already. That is encouraging. Look at that. Radishes are always fast to grow, but they sometimes surprise you with just how fast they come up. Nice. I used to do a lot of my potting over on this side of the house where my potting bench is, but alas, my potting bench has seen its final days. The pallet that I used here finally rotted away, and with the weight of all these potted plants and all these soil-filled pots on here, designed to keep this from blowing away during Hurricane Laura, I think it was Laura, well, finally it caved in, so I'm gonna have to find me another pallet, but hey, you know, probably find a better solution than a pallet, huh? So that's our video for the day. Thank you for joining me on Black Gumbo Southern Gardening. If the limbs don't fall down on me before I get out of here, I'll see you next time. Happy gardening to you. Bye-bye.